I never had to bring my wallet anywhere we went. I never even reached for the bill. I never even knew how much he was spending. He never told me. This is not a replacement baby. That's like, well, what psychotic break are we having right now? Like, yeah, it was crazy. It was wild. I mean, what can I say? I was in love with a man. Welcome back, Jews and Jems, to my channel. We are back with another video / story time. Don't mind my blinds opening. I have the fan on to cool me down because I'm washing clothes. I'm doing a lot of cleaning. It's the end of the year. Just let's fast forward to that. So if you hear the fan in the background, give me a little minute because I am kind of hot. I was cleaning the bathroom. I was getting my clothes ready for the gym in the morning. I had to put my work bag together. Like, being a 5 a.m. gym girly is not easy. The gym bag be heavy with your work clothes, your change of shoes, your rag, your towel, your soap, your lotion, your spray, body wash, face wash. Oh my God. So yeah, I was sweating, child. I was sweating with the heat from the dryer and everything going on in my house. I was hot. So I apologize. I really do. I'm so not sorry. But if you're new to my channel, my name is Shaye. The channel is just Shaye. And I do make story times, travel vlogs, tips and tricks, day in the life, weekend in the life, and back in the days, stripper vlogs. But we moved past that. Anyways, to my returning Jews and Jems, make sure your post notification bell is on. Because you know YouTube is a what? Hater, okay? And to my 2 Live crew, what it do? Let's get straight into this. So we're keeping it going with the Scorpio series. We're on part 6. If you're not caught up, baby, I can't help you. At this point, God, the jokes are writing yourself. You just go back to the videos before this, in any one of them, you'll have a good old time. I told y'all we gonna break this Scorpio thing down. This is therapy for me at this point. So we gonna break this thing down month by month, how it just went to it was shit sitting in it. To somebody who may be like, oh, she get on here and tell these stories, and you'll have to pry this out of me. I take this to my deathbed. Well, take it, baby. I mean, I can't help you, but I can help me by telling all the times that I've been dumb. Because let's not act like we've never been a fool. We've all been a fool, just for who? You know what I'm saying? So I come over here and I tell my stories about when things happen, but every situation is different, but it's always something that you never thought you would tolerate. And this story is how I tolerated a man trauma dumping me and then emotionally abusing me after trauma dumping me. And I never seen it coming. I had never dealt with it before. Never thought I would have to say that this is what I've been through. But here we are, 25, stronger than ever. Got a little, you see a little jiggle at the bottom? We're working on that. But we're in the month of April in this story, April 2022. Now, where we left off in part 5 was March, which he tried to ruin my birthday. So here we are in April. I am at this point sticking very strong to my boy. So the month of March, we was not kicking it, hanging out, talking, none of that. Like, I mean, I was like, it's F Scorpio. I'm moving on. I'm getting, at that point, I kind of realized I was getting kind of big. I was almost 200. I was like, it's time for me to get back in the gym. I've never been this big. Little did I know I was going to get bigger. But, I'm like, I've never been this big. I got to, that's when I did, I'm going to lose 30 pounds in 30 days. And y'all was like, don't do it. And I was just like, y'all really thought I was about to lose 30 pounds in 30 days? Okay, that's 1 pound a day. But, so I was doing that and this, that, and the third. So let's introduce a person who is literally going to get one story time. So this is when I signed up for Planet Fitness. So I signed up for this Planet Fitness, and, I did the black card because I like to do the massage bed and stuff. So this day, I normally would go to the Planet Fitness close to my house, but it was an event on that side of town, and I did not want to have to deal with it. So I decided to go to the Planet Fitness on the other side of town, and it was my first time ever even going to this Planet Fitness, ever even like anything. So go to the Planet Fitness. It's 7 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday, and it's like nobody in here but older people. So I walk in, I see this guy. We're gonna call him Rashad. We'll call him Rashad, because I don't remember his real name at all. So we'll call him Rashad. So I see this older black man, bald head, muscular, light skin, whatever the case may be. Well, my complexion. But yeah. And he is on an arm press machine. So I'm just like, okay, he's attractive for an older gentleman, whatever. I see it, don't pay no mind. Get on it was the cycle. So I used to do 15-minute warm-ups on the cycle and then go into my workout because I thought that was a really good idea. But anyways, so I moved. So after the 15 minutes, I could peep because I'm watching the TV, but every so often when I look down, I see he's looking at me. And then when he sees that I'm looking at him, he looks away. Gotcha. So I'm like, I could smell me a mile away. I could smell a man that want me a mile away. And he was barking up my tree. Okay. So I said, I'm not going to say nothing. I'm peeping game, but there's nothing for me to say. You ain't approached me. Get off the machine. I go in the freeway area, which you guys kind of know how that's set up if you ever been to Planet Fitness, whatever the case may be. And I am starting to do some ab workouts, core. I couldn't remember which one I had started with first. But I'm starting to do some core workouts, and then Rashad walks over to me. So Rashad walks over to me, and now he's working out in the same freeway area. Now, this Planet Fitness was a small Planet Fitness, so the freeway area was really like a timeout. Like he was on punishment. So, like, baby, it was real close, confined. So I'm doing my little stuff, and then I have my headphones in, so then he is trying to say something to me, and I hate when people do that. Don't talk to me in the gym. I don't care. Unless my form is jacked up and you're trying to help me, or my tampon is hanging out the bottom of my booty, like, don't speak to me. Like, I don't care. Hey, how you doing? How many sets? Don't ask me nothing. I've been like that from day one. You see these headphones in, leave me alone. But Cutie Pie Rashad was speaking, so I said, and I pressed pause on my music, and I said, what's up? Because it's 7 o'clock in the morning. What do you want? So he's like, that machine not going to really help you with your core if you're trying to get abs and stuff like that. And I was like, I'm just trying to lose the pudge and stuff. So, like, we'll get to the abs sooner or later, but just, like, I just trying to reduce the little pouch that I have. So I pointed my pouch, whatever the case may be. He said, I can help you out. That's what you're doing today, abs. I was like, abs and a little bit of arms, because at that point, like, my arms was maybe a lot worse than this. They still have not shaped up, but like when I like flex and stuff, you can see the muscle, but it's like the looseness of it is still there. And I have not. I really got to get serious with my protein intake, because the workouts be workouting. I be burning for days afterwards. So I know my form is right, because I look at other people in the gym. I've had several trainers at this point, 2 trainers and a group trainer, and I got my form down. It's just that I'm not with the protein. I'm not hitting my 130 every day, like maybe 75 to 100, and I need to be like at 130. But anyways, that was a little caveat. So he starts talking to me, and we can work out together. I'll show you, kind of give you some stuff that you could do here and now, let you go, whatever. So I'm like, okay. So as we're working out, he starts talking to me more. I'm not gonna get into the long and the short of it. Long story short, like I said, I could smell a man that wants me a mile away, and he was on me. So he's like, well, if you ever want to hang out, matter of fact, you say because I was going on a brunch with my girls, the good old days. And he was like, after your brunch, if you wanted to do something with me tomorrow, I would love to take you out. And so I'm like, okay. So he's like, take my number down. Takes Rashad's number down. let's fast forward to the next day. Next day we go out. We're in Tampa. Now, for people who kind of don't really know me yet, you're going to see a trend with most of the men that end up on this channel. And 9 times out of 10, it's some type of Tampa relation. These Tampa men ain't shit, and they know it. But I just prefer guys that frequent that Hillsborough area because there's just so much more to do in Hillsborough. And then the guys in Polk that I be dealing with, they don't want to take you nowhere. They don't want to spend no money on you. Like, they want to be cheap, broke. I know we in the country. I know it's cows in the backyard and horses down the street, baby. I get it. I understand. But goddamn, spend some money. Rent ain't even that crazy here. Like, it's crazy, but it ain't like crazy. Niggas fellas in Tampa paying $1,300, $1,600 to stay in a 1-2 bedroom and still spend more money on me. So it'd be like, I be dealing with a little bit of bullshit, but I be at least, getting wine, dine, spend some money on, cash out, a little bill pay here and there. So anyways, I digress. Back to it. We go on this really, really nice date. It was like a 4-part date. Yeah, so we meet up. We go to this place. This place. Oh, I can't tell y'all the name of the place. But long story short, I hated it. So it was really nice ambiance. We had great conversation. He let me eat his food because his food was actually 10 times better than what I ordered. And they was type of restaurant like you can't send stuff back and they don't take it off the bill just because you don't like it. It was one of those places. Real high class. So anyways, we do that. I tell him I hate the food. He lets me eat some of his food. Then we leave and then we go to a pier. We walk the pier. Like a pier for real. Pier. And we walked the pier and the park, and it was really nice. So date ended really well. Things were popping. I really thought Rashad would be a long time contestant. My 2 live crew already know about Rashad. Rashad is the one who ended up having the knee surgery, and after the knee surgery, he was limping around places. And yeah, the one with the Range Rover who sped off. Yeah, that one. If you know, my 2 live crew know who the hell Rashad is. Called 3 times, blocked him. So, yeah. We'll talk about the rest of that when we get out of the Scorpio story time. So, y'all remind me of Rashad and remind me of Pisces when we get to the end of this. So, Rashad ended up not working out. We're in the middle of April. Met Rashad in March. After I cut off Pisces. Thought he was going to be my rebound so I could stop thinking about Scorpio. That didn't happen. That fell through. So now I'm popping shit. I'm hot. You know what I'm saying? I'm young. I'm still trying to get over this nigga. Like, so I'm just turned. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to get back out in the world. It ain't working. I'm missing him every day, all the time. Just everything. I'm missing it all. Like, I'm missing it all. I'm missing the colognes. I'm missing the smelling him in my bed. I'm missing the king size bed. I'm missing the nice dates. I'm missing the head. I'm missing the dick. I'm missing rubbing his head. I'm missing all that. I'm missing when he would put his hand on my stomach when he was in it. I'm missing all that. So I just couldn't shake the nigga. So I don't really remember how we got back in contact in April. But we got back in contact in April. And now we booming, we making up. So now we rocking and rolling in this baby. We rocking and rolling. I'm talking about every other second. He beat my back in. Not like boom, boom, boom. But I mean like bam, bam, bam. Like till the baby's born, beating my back in, y'all. I'm talking about we just rocking, we just rolling, we just rocking, we just rolling. So I'm just like, man, oh man, it is getting crazy out here. Like to the point where it's like, he bust on and put it back in. Bust on put it back in. So like we getting a little careless because at this point now he's saying stuff like, well, if we do come in, I want you to understand that I would like another child. And I'm like, well, my whole outlook of it, I don't want to have a child, so in your mind you can replace the child that you lost. Because my child ain't no replacement child. That I can't do. Because you're gonna have preconceived notions and expectations on my child who didn't ask to be here. So I need that to be an understanding. Like, if we get in a committed relationship that turns into something serious and down the line we decide we do want to have a child, that this is not a replacement baby. That's what this is not. especially if it ends up being a boy. You cannot look at my child like that. And I need you to heal before that's even a conversation. So he like saying like, well, you know the type of guy I am. You know I'm a stand-up guy. I take care of my kids. I'll never take that away from him. He took care of his kids. And well, his remaining child. He took care of his daughter. And he really cares for, like, I mean, damn, this is a good dad. We're not here to, you know, not give people their flowers. Like, you could be a shitty partner, but a good father. He was a good father. So he's like, you know for a fact I'm taking care of my child. You already know that. It's not even going to ever be a question. And then on top of that, like, if we do take it there, like, I'm the type of guy, like, you need to be moving in. Because I would prefer that to be a setup where we're raising a child in the same household. Like, all da. So I'm just like, okay, you know. So, you know, now the red flags are turning yellow because I'm starting to see good qualities that, like, long-term wise, I would want in a man. Like, you want me to move in. Like, you're, you know, a good dad. You're ready to be a father again. You're, you know, just committed in that aspect of long term. Things are getting blurry. Things are getting blurry in my head. So here we are. Fast forward almost 3 weeks. Now I'm starting to feel crazy because my period was supposed to come on. And we're in May. And my period ain't on. So now we're at Riverwalk again. And I'll never forget this because I felt so weird this day. I mean, don't know. I had never experienced this. So everything was bothering me. I mean, not my anxiety. I'm used to that. Like when I get uncomfortable in big settings, I'm used to that. I know how to hone that in sometimes. But it was like, for instance, we had parked the car and we were walking out to go into the restaurants. So if you know how Riverside is set up, depending on what part of Riverwalk you actually park at, depends on where you're envisioning this. So we're parked in the front of the river, not along the river. So by the restaurants. So he pays to park. We about to walk in and this guy's on a bicycle. He's riding past us and I could smell him and it almost made me throw up. And he's like, what did you smell? Because I didn't smell. I could smell this guy. Like, not like, oh my God, he's so musty, dusty, stank. But it was like whatever he was wearing, I distinctly knew it wasn't sitting right with me. So I'm just like, oh my God, he was like, oh. So we go inside the restaurant and then like we're at the restaurant and he's like, so babe, what you want? Like, you want to go to our spot? Not gonna tell y'all a spot for y'all can go up there eating our shit. So he's like, you want to go to our spot? So we walking around. We had to pass by the little Asian spot. I'm walking past the Asian spot and I could smell the fish from the sushi bar. And it almost made me throw up again. I'm like, why do I feel like every single thing I could it's just so extra pungent in my nose today. So I'm like, he was like, what's going on with you today? Like, why you can smell everything? And I was like, I don't know. But everything is like really strong to me and it's not sitting right in my stomach today. And so we go grab our food, we eat, and then we sitting out by the fence that's connected to the outside, right? So we sitting there, he's talking to some guy, whatever case may be, they chopping up, having a good time, whatever case. We're done. We're about to walk the river. Now I'm walking the river and I'm like having to hold back on my comments because I'm realizing I could smell every single thing out here. Like to the point where it was getting ridiculous. And I'm like, this water, I've never smelled the sea salt so high. Like, it was just like slapping me in the nose, slapping me in the nose. I had to say something. I was like, oh my God, I cannot do this today. Like, it's really, the smell of the water, it's like, it's getting to me. It's so strong today. I don't know if the sea levels are up and it's just closer to us. It's like, he was like, no. Because I noticed something this morning. And this morning, like, you was just, I don't know, but I'm going to be honest. When my last baby mama got pregnant, she was just like this. Like, everything was messing with her smell. Like, and she could smell anything. And then on top of that, you keep having to pee, like, for nothing. It's just like, in, out of you. I'm like, well, I mean, let me just say this. if I was pregnant, me having to pee right now wouldn't be related to the baby because there's nothing pushing on my uterus. Like, there's nothing pushing on me for me to have to go to that's more so in the later stages. Like, me having to pee is because I'm drinking a lot of water and stuff like that, and you got me drinking. So, like, that makes more sense if it was like I was 5-6 months along. But he was like, no, but like everything's making you sick. Like, everything, you're about to throw up, like, constantly every time you smell something. And I'm like, I honestly do not know what it is, y'all. Like, to this day, I don't know. In his mind, he started to say, like, I think you're pregnant. And I was like, no, I can't be pregnant because we only been boom, 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 again 3 weeks. And then now, mind you, I did do one little time with Rashad, but Rashad would use a condom. So, child, and it went by name. But anyways, so I'm just like, yeah, but like, I don't think I'm pregnant. He was like, nah, I think you're pregnant because this is like, you've never been like this. And that sensation did not go away for like another week or two. And I was like, I don't know. It might be my period about to come on because my period was late, y'all. And I hadn't told him that yet. I was like, my period was like a week late. It was not coming on. I didn't have a period in April. So I'm just like, it's May, my period not coming on. He don't know it. He ain't realizing it because we fucking. And so he was like, no, I'm gonna get your pregnancy test. I gotta get your pregnancy test because we are doing it raw, y'all. Like, I mean, raw, like the deer just hit your headlights raw. Like, and you slice that motherfucker leg and put it on the plate raw. Like, yeah, it was crazy. It was wild. I mean, what can I say? I was in love with a man. So he's steady saying I'm pregnant. And I'm like, I'm not though. Like, I would know if I'm pregnant. Trust me. I would know. And so he was like, how would you know? How would you know? You've never been pregnant. How would you know? And I'm like, how would you know I've never been pregnant? How would you know? Maybe I just told you I've never been pregnant. How would you know? So this is like a back and forth. Like, well, you plan. It's like either you gonna do the test or not. And so I had a conversation with his homeboy. He don't know this. So if you're watching, hello. Let me tell you. So fast forward, in the midst of us going back and forth about if I'm pregnant or not, I had bumped into his homeboy. And so he was like, how you been? Like, I ain't seen you in a while. You know, are you and Scorpio still, you know, kicking it and stuff? You know, I ain't been over there in a while and stuff like that. I ain't really hung out with my boy like that. And so I was like, you know, let me talk to you, friend, because you've known him way longer than I have. You were there when everything happened. Like, you were his friend. You know, talk to me. And I explained what I was feeling. And I felt like I could be wrong. And I don't know to this day if I am wrong. But I kind of felt like he was trying to get me pregnant. And when I started feeling weird and having weird sensations, I felt like he was happy about it. Like, and it wasn't like a, ooh, shit, we fucked up. It was more like a, I got her. You know, and it felt like that to me. And I kind of talked to him. I was like, you know, this has been going on. I ain't told him the full details of my period not even coming on in April and stuff like that. But he keeps trying to say, like, you really should take a test. I think you're pregnant. And it gave, you are, you know, plotting on me. And I felt like you're trying to, you know, not necessarily replace your child, but you want to fill that hole with another baby. And I asked him, I was like, friend, do I sound crazy? Like, you know your homeboy better than I do. And you've been there through a lot. Y'all got a whole nother nickname for this man than me. Y'all been around him since high school. So you know him. Like, you know him, friend. So keep it a buck with me. And he was like, I ain't gonna lie to you. You could be right, though. Like, you could be right. And he kind of like empathized with me. He was like telling me like some stuff that I didn't know about because I didn't know the man when he lost his child. So to me, it was like there's gaps and holes and things that he clearly wasn't yet ready to share with me about certain things. And his homeboy was like, I feel like, you know, this is something you should know. And this is kind of give you a better idea of him, and it gave you trying to impregnate me. So I took the information, I thanked him. He was like, but don't go run back and tell him, like, I ain't trying to sabotage y'all, nothing like that. But I just kind of know him, and it just seemed like he looking for something. He's trying to fill it any way he can. Like, he's trying to fill that gap. And if you don't be careful, you will end up with a child. And he's not gonna feel bad about it. Like, this is gonna probably get him out of the depression that he's in. If you don't think it is, just watch. And I was like, oh, okay, so that was the warning. So I took heed to the warning. My ear is too little for that. I didn't like the way that looked. So I went back to him. I didn't tell him what the friend said, y'all. I'm not a snitch. I'm not a snitcheroni and cheese. But I did tell him, like, you know what? Let's kind of pull back a little bit on the sex. Let's kind of, like, just talk. And this is when he was like, you want me to be vulnerable. You want me to open up. I'm not ready to open up. Certain things I haven't shared with you, I'm not ready to share with you. And, like, everything at a time, you gotta, this is when he started saying, if I haven't opened up to you yet, like, why are you trying to force me to open up to you right now? Clearly there's a reason why I haven't. So I'm just like, excuse me. I'm like, yeah, you're right. Everybody takes time, because there's a lot of things about me he still, to this day, don't know. And I haven't shared because I just didn't never feel emotionally comfortable getting there with him. And so I kind of understood where he was coming from. But that made me pull away from him a little bit. Now, did it completely ruin the relationship? The situationship? Let me use the right terms. Hey. No. But it also made it weird for us. It made it weird for us because what ended up happening was, I was just like, y'all, let me pull these messages up. These paragraphs got long. Let me say this and I'll leave it alone. I love you. I really do. I enjoy being around you, being under you. Everything else, but my heart is not a yo-yo. I will not allow you to bounce in and out when you find it convenient. I used to be reading his ass. I'm going to read this paragraph. We ain't even got to this. I said, love isn't easy. Life isn't either. If you find someone you love and you want to be with them, you make it work. You sit in the good and the bad until it is better. I respect you protecting your peace, but understand the difference in protecting your peace and running from your problems. You have a woman in your life who knows what she wants out of life and is willing to go through the mud to achieve it. I'm not after your money, and I'm not in it for the sex. I have a genuine love for you as a person. I don't want anything that comes to me too easy. Love is worth working for. I've learned in life you have to be uncomfortable to grow. You're not ready to sit in your season of uncomfort in order for us to grow. I get it, but I'm going to spread my wings because I can't wait for you to decide you're ready to bounce back in my life. I'm a good woman. I'm a damn good woman, and I deserve consistency and saying the same genuine love I give. Who, child? I read this man for filth. And let me tell you something. Hold on, because I'm getting distracted. Because I'm supposed to still be scrolling up, y'all, to find these messages from that April. This is from this April, y'all. That's from that April. This is from this April. When I tell y'all, this man used to have me. I was a therapist with this man, but I'm trying to get to, boy, I used to be sending novels. Oh my goodness. Why was I sending novels? I'm so pissed off. This June. Oh, this from his other phone. Damn, I keep forgetting he had 2 phones. He ended up getting another phone number so you can contact me. This stopped in June. I don't remember what happened, but I had pulled away from him. And let me tell y'all something. Oh, shit. I do remember what happened because I remember the picture. So, boom, this is what it was. So, we was going back and forth about me being pregnant. And then I had told him, hey, let's, I, for a second, really could not remember what happened. I'm telling y'all, my memory getting fuzzy when it come to him. I think that's my subconscious trying to help me not hurt as much. So I wish I would have did that with Sagittarius. But long story short, I had asked him, I said, you know, you always taking me out, buying me stuff, giving me money. You always whining at me. And I was feeling really, really good. So I was like, let's go out and I'll take you out to this spot I know you've been wanting to go to. It'll be on me. So mind you, at this time, I had never purchased anything besides the Valentine's Day gift. I've never had to bring my wallet anywhere we went. I never even reached for the bill. I never even knew how much he was spending. He never told me. Like, that's what it really was like. I never worried about anything with this man. I knew the bill would be covered, and I know I was a passenger seat princess. So I just wanted to do something nice for him. I just felt like it. So I came over the night before, and when I came over, and I told the story on live before, what happened was he told me, oh, come at this time, whatever. So I came, I texted him on my side. He came, opened the door for me, did not give me a hug. Told me, oh, baby, it's food in the microwave. Pointed at the microwave. He said, if you don't want that, it's some more food right here on the cabinet. And then walked and got back on the game, put his headset back on. So to me, as a person who needs constant reassurance and affection, that kind of didn't sit right with me because, hey, babe, give me a hug, give me a kiss. You know, I just drove 45 minutes over here. And this was, okay. So I sat behind him on the couch as he played on the game. Now, mind you, he's not a game freak. So it wasn't like with Big Daddy. Big Daddy is obsessed with video games. He just play them every so often. So I'm just like, okay, cool. He won't be on that long. Shit me, bitch. And so I'm just sitting there waiting on him to maybe when he dies or when he resets, him turn around, come give me a kiss, something. He turn around, you okay? Okay, turn back to the game. So I'm just like, I've been here now like hours of change. And this is how you're like, dang, I can't get a hug, nothing. Rub me the wrong way. I went to bed because, like, I'm not driving back home. I'm not doing that. Go upstairs, get ready, go to sleep. This man, by the time I fell asleep, he still was not up. He was still not upstairs in the bed with me before I went to sleep. Woke up in the morning to him naked next to me. So, you know, he likes the birds to be chirping. You could hear kids running outside because he be having his window cracked ever so slightly where you could hear everything outside, inside. Hated that. It really bothered me. So, anyways, yeah, so wake up. I can hear the people out the door. I hear the birds chirping, all this stuff. Somebody get up and go pee. He's trying to make nasty time. So me remembering how greasy he did me the night before and turned down all my affection. Oh, you're not getting any cutty. Sir, I didn't even get a hug when I walked through the door. What the fuck is wrong with you, stupid? So, thank you. And so, anyways, so now I wish I had the person here so I could reenact this. But he all trying to get some, so he's squeezing up on me. And I'm just like squeezing off the bed. So he realized, oh, like, I'm not trying to get him nothing. So he like, really? I said, yeah, really. So he flings the goddamn cover back and get out the bed. Go in the bathroom. Do whatever he do, then walk back downstairs. Now, mind you, the normal routine when we was at his house is in the morning, he wake up, it's cook. So I'm thinking, okay, well, he got to ask us to go downstairs and cook. But me knowing him and knowing how spiteful he is, just emotionally evil he is, I knew for a fact he was down there cooking for himself. So I decided, let me get dressed because now I'm finna leave. It's almost 10 o'clock in the morning and I'm about to go because I'm not doing this circus today. And at this point, I had kind of had enough. Had enough for this period of time. And so here we are. I hear him blasting his music. His Big Worm. He love Big Worm. He blasting his music. I peek down the stairs. See, he got his back towards me. He's on the stove. He cooking it up. Oh, he cooking it up nice and good. Good. I see only one bowl. I said, oh yeah, he's cooking for himself. He's about to be real nasty, real evil towards me. And so, get dressed. If I remember, I will insert the video. This is the only reason why I remembered it, because I had to favorite it last night. Let me see if I can find it. I favorited it because I had forgot about it. And then when I seen it, it reminded me of what happened in May. What year is this? 2022? September 2021. Where is it at? I just favorited it. Yup. This outfit reminded me, when I did this reminded me of why we stopped talking. Because I remember I took that once I left his house. So, I get dressed. I'm sexy in my two-piece, as y'all can see. Had just got it from this boutique, and I was going to wear it out with him. So, I get dressed. I got my bag on my shoulder. I'm walking downstairs, and I'm like, good morning. And he don't say nothing. I said, what's wrong with you? Because I just wanted to poke the bear. What's wrong with you? Oh, you think I'm some type of lame. You think I'm some peon ass nigga. You think I'm a dummy. You think I'm a dummy, bitch. He ain't call me a bitch. He just like, you think I'm a dummy. All y'all women think y'all slick. Y'all think y'all gonna get over on me? Now he's talking in third person, first person, second person. I'm confused. I'm sitting at the staircase like, well, what psychotic break are we having right now? Because I was confused. So he's talking like I done robbed him in his sleep or something. He's talking like I done beat his brother up and drug him to the front door. Like, yeah, you trying to get over on me. All y'all women plotting on me. You think I'm stupid? You think I'm some peon ass nigga? That's what you think? That's why I'm mad. Because you trying me like I'm a peon. Fuck nigga. So I'm just like, okay, what? So I realized he's just unhinged today. Because I don't know what the fuck he talk about. I feel like he feel like me not giving him no credit was me trying him like he was funny. I don't know. But he forgot how he treated me last night. So I'm just like, he go sit down with his plate. I said, so you want to cook for yourself? Yeah. Why would I cook for you? You don't want to give me nothing. So why am I doing above and beyond? I'm always giving you stuff. I'm always doing for you. I'm always giving. I don't get shit in return. You don't get shit in return. I said, isn't this the day I'm supposed to take y'all on a date? But you don't get shit in return. And it was going to be on my dime. But you don't get shit in return. Okay. So as he take his bowl from the kitchen to go sit down in the living room, I said, you know what? And I sit my bag by the door. I said, you know what? I'm dressed up. And I'm about to go. And let me tell you something. And I thought I was reading him some Miranda rights, bitch. So I said, you know what? What I'm not going to do is this. I'm tired of it. I'm tired. I had time to think while I was upstairs. And let me tell you something about yourself. I said, you think I don't realize what you're doing to me, but you're emotionally abusing me. It took me a second to realize it, but I'm slowly seeing it. I said, because last night you asked me to come here so we could go out on a date that I told you I wanted to plan because you always do stuff for me. But the thing about it is you do stuff with ill intentions because what you're doing is now holding a scorecard in your mind when something happens. But when you asked me to come here last night, I was over the moon excited to see you. I walk in the door, you tell me food in the microwave are right here and go sit back down. Nor did you ever hug me, give me a kiss or any comfort when I came in here. You ignored me for an hour and a half as I sat behind you watching you play this game. You checked on me one time. I went upstairs. Not once did you think, oh my God, it's my cue to go to bed. Woke up to then you being in bed with me. Don't have any recollection of you ever getting in the bed before I fell asleep. And the first thing you want to do in the morning with your hot ass breath is ask for some of my pussy after treating me like scum last night. I said, and this shit is getting tired. I'm getting tired. I'm getting real motherfucking tired. And I just kept going in. I was like, I was just pointing out all the shit I done realized, like, dude, you do all this push and pull with your emotions with me, where you give and then you take it back the minute you feel like you're sliding in the smallest way, instead of communicating and saying, oh, I don't like how you did that this morning. And then we could have talked about it, and I could tell you exactly how I felt last night and how you made me feel like X, Y, Z. You put up X, but when I put up X, it's a problem. When I even the score, it's a problem. And he didn't like that, because I was not the type of female to bow down and let him just talk to me crazy, treat me crazy. Yeah, I went through it with this man for a year and a half and some change, you know what I'm saying? But never, not once did I just lay down and allow this man to just do anything. I gave him reason and logic every time. So you knew when I walked away, I didn't just walk away, I tried. I tried multiple times. I allowed you to try me multiple times. And here we are. So as he sat down eating his bowl of food, I said, so since you cook for yourself, you're full for the day. You don't need to go out with me. I'm going to still take myself out. And I'm going to enjoy the money I was going to spend on you, on myself. And I want you to look at me and look good, because it's going to be the last time you see me. And I grabbed my bag and I left. Now, was that the last time you seen me? No. It wasn't. I lied. But I left. I left and I blocked him. And I went out on a date. And that's when I was leaving the date and I was in the parking lot. I got on live and I told y'all how I felt like he was hating on me. I felt like, and I did feel like that at the time. Because it's like, so much good things was happening in my life at that time. I was propelling in my job. I was happy. I was just feeling like very just grateful for life. I was just grateful to be here. And so many things were just like, to me, emotionally flourishing, that the financial and the spiritual, everything was just coming together for me at that time. And so I think he's seen a happy person and was constantly mad that I was not upset and angry at the world with him. And I kept telling him that, like, you can't make me mad because you're mad. You can't make your hurt my hurt. I'm not going to allow you to trauma dump me. You tried so many times, but I couldn't allow you to take the little piece of joy that I had. I had so much going on in my life, so many moving parts in my life, that if I allowed him to make me the mad, angry, envious, hateful person that he was at the time, I would not be here today to tell none of this. I would have blew my motherfucking brains out a long time ago, because he's hurting, y'all. This is all jokes aside. This is a caveat. The nigga was hurting. Hurting really bad. Like, it's too much. Too much. I almost ended it without even telling y'all goodbye. I hope he watching these, because he knew I was a good woman. And I feel like his therapist, because I really was like there for this man. But anyways, fuck him. And until that time, just a Jems. Peace.